Oh. I wouldn't be allowed.
Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It wasn't red. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
I see. A bright red car for sports.
It wasn't red, was it?
It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, the defense may question the witness.
I only remember it on fire.
Fire is kind of red.
Just got dark real quick.
I'm not
from the DC Comics?
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Oh, jeez. Man.
Now, what? Hear me out. What if the car
Had a gun?
No, had a cigarette holder so you could put your trash in it.
What if the car
I guess
had nitrous?
we probably like her to specify.
Yeah.
Press on everything. Press on everything so she said something dumb. No, you didn't press on the first part.
She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever?
Press harder.
Why did she take so much special care of the car?
For a second I thought that said Leatherby.
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car?
Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
That's why you wash it.
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meany, what kind of car was it? Alright. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red. Okay.
How red was the car?
It was a new car? Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
Okay.
They had it imported.
The UK. Was that your boyfriend's initials?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I will drop kick you, Judge. And
Oh,
it was
wow.
a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic.
Press harder.
Yes.
Leatherby.
But I really don't know any thing about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor? Yes. Please append what the witness has just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special car from overseas? Yes. Oh, well, if you like cars that much, then... That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is, either. Miss Meany, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever.
This new car was like a totally special model from England.
Ah!
I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars.
Ask for the heck of it. Yeah, do it, you won't.
So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
Yeah.
Why do you like Kit Kat bars?
What?
They have no cat in the bars.
Hey man, let's go see the real
He
Dude
is
for Rizzle.
totally clueless.
Like, huh?
They're expensive and
Even more clueless than me, and I know about makes and models and stuff.
their driver's seat is opposite. Oh, here we go. They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our
Japan.
cars here in the States.
Japan.
It would be
Seem different, actually.
It would seem
They'd
there's
probably
no
be an American car, actually, in the Japanese version.
benefit to owning one.
They put
It
the steering
actually
wheel on
makes
the roof.
a bit of sense.
Yeah. You're upside down driving there like this.
Oh my god, please.
Like, huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it?
What are you on?
You! What do you know? That sleek shape.
Oh god, hell no, I'm not reading this.
Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Gee, I wonder who she is.
She, like...
Oh,
No,
yeah,
wait,
you
wait,
know,
new
she's
driver.
actually Dr. Hottie in disguise.
We're gonna just
Yes, hello.
press everything. Was your sister good at driving?
She was like totally awesome. She like said she was going to be the like racing queen of the nursing world.
Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again.
Bumped
Okay.
off track because cars.
You know what else is a
that's
pun?
why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, so... Okay, I'm gonna go back for a sec.
Presente.
Okay,
Examine, but
It wasn't a British car, was it?
you're a British car.
Shut up. I thought it actually said the model of the car. Did it not?
I don't think so.
Okay, so... It's been, like, we're reading this and it says, I was, like, still half asleep,
Wait.
but I opened the right door and, like, got out. So if it's a British car, she's the one driving.
Oh, yeah.
Presente.
Let me see if this is the right one. Oh, good. Yes. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
It's a British car.
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, but because the driver is on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Well, what do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door
She
of
climbed
the
over
car.
her sister.
I know, right?
Get the fuck out of the way! I don't want to die!
No, save me!
Fuck you, bitch!
While being engulfed in flames.
Explosion! Ah!
Crawled and then stomped all over her lap, huh?
Yeah.
It's like that one scene from what was it? The Armageddon movie with like all the stars, like Seth Rogen. What's it called?
Don't know.
Like it was about the rapture or whatever. You see Kevin Hart like, help me! And he's like, ah! And he kicks Kevin Hart into like the lava pit and he dies.
No idea.
I kind of want to see that. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. No. Order in the court, order. Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what blabbering nonsense? Here's this again. He said the person who was driving was her older sister, Minnie.
That is what Edie said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night?
It was Mimi. But
Hold on.
I mean, I know the answer. I solved it on
Yeah.
like episode 5 or something.
Yeah, so...
I already kind of forgotten who is who.
Yeah, this is...
Edie's this, Mimi's the nurse. But
Yeah, Mimi's the nurse and...
I know the answer. So was Joseph. And
Oh
Like,
god.
she's
Matt, you
supposed
should
to.
remember.
Okay.
The problem is,
okay.
I don't know if you should say Eni or Mimi.
Let's like not like confuse this because like we're actually just kind of going along with what the game is saying. So
It would be Eni.
It would be Eni because based on that article, it's her. She got out of the right side, and the right side is the driver's seat, right?
Yeah, I feel like saying Mimi would just be really awkward for it right now. So Eni would be to make the most sense.
It's because you haven't proved yet who Mimi was.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say this. Let's see.
I swear, they go like.
And the answer is Eeny Meeny, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eeny Meeny just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was.
Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eeny Meeny had not yet received her driver's license.
And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
Ah, I was right.
The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots. Okay.
Yeah, I was right.
Well, we didn't get a penalty, so that's cool. Okay, so
Well,
just
whatever.
say this. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Meeny. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. Okay. But you just said the witness, Miss Eeny Meeny, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. Next question? Who is the person standing on the witness stand right now? Okay.
Your mom got him.
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her real name, what her
Jesus
name really
Christ.
is.
Look how much you would lose. Look how much you would lose.
If you
It's obviously Pearl.
I know, right?
wait.
Oh my God.
Dr. Gray.
He pulls off the wig. I can't believe you found me out.
It's Gumshoe. Oh, pal. Why'd you do that?
Okay, here we go.
What if it was freaking Mia?
Mimi, that is your real name. I choose you. Okay.
Follow the foolish travel. Then how do you explain her appearance?
When she was admitted into the hospital, this witness was suffering severe facial burns. So for the purpose of a facial reconstruction, they used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But Mimi, she died in the car accident.
Like this now.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
The bodies they found at the car crash site.
God.
Are you like hurting your throat?
Yeah.
That
Sounds
was
like it hurts.
that was the body of the real Eeny Meeny. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meeny? I'm getting close to the end of this.
Oh, God.
That car accident 1 year ago, the one who died that night, it was Eeny Meeny. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eeny. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meeny from existence. Well, I don't know officially, but... Your Honor? I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah!
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Now the motive. Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meeny. However, that would have not been possible, because Mimi Meeny was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered and the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead.
Well, I want to say, which you can go back in the recording to just look at what she's doing. Is her hat made out of gum or something?
Yeah.
Did you notice that there's like holes, like
Holes,
if you're pulling a
it's
thing
just
of gum
tearing out.
apart?
Yeah, it is made of gum, silly. That's how she chews gum. Haha.
And in that moment,
She puts it on her head.
Yeah.
in that moment, his fate was sealed. Or it's made out of dough or something. What?
You're just eating raw dough.
Well, Miss Edie, I mean, Miss Von Karma. Oh,
Why did you say my name just now?
Oh.
Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
here we go.
That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Mimi. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
She didn't really have a choice. They just like, hey, look.
I think I understand why. Mimi Mimi wanted herself to disappear because of this.
The
doctor
people
thing?
dying.
Yeah, I think so.
That's about some malpractice incidents.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. Or the mistake. Wow. A nurse by the name of Mimi Mini. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Mini had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
I mean, I'm no like practice in genetics, but couldn't they tell with her blood or something? Do they have the same blood type? Do siblings do?
No.
I don't know.
Nah,
Fingerprints?
No.
Were fingerprints burned off too?
Yeah.
Just grabbing her.
possibly. I mean, that one guy did.
I don't know. I still like the whole notion of her climbing over her sister trying to get out of the car. It's the most funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
Ooga booga.
Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all.
Alright. Wow, man. I believe there is still a few unsolved riddles here. Why did you set a murderous revenge plot into motion? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help you with the plan? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay.
This is preposterous.
Really?
I'm perfect. Me, Francesco von Karma.
I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcasted all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Oh!
Phoenix is dead. He was deleted from
Phoenix,
existence.
hanging there, Phoenix.
Oh, no.
Phoenix!
I can't believe he's actually freaking dead.
It's a fraud. I sham.
I can't believe Phoenix is actually dead.
Now then.
It would have been perfect if the judge had like a band-aid on his head.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'll just put it on there. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains his consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty.
Well, someone has to be guilty, haha.
She whips the crowd. Shut the fuck up!
That is
Flips
all.
the game.
Court
it
is
just deletes
adjourned.
itself.
Oh my god.
Hey, Bob. Quite a court case, huh? Well, looks like you still got that apple in your mouth, huh?
Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Oh my goodness.
missed you so much.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis.
Sissy.
I didn't kill anyone, did I? What do you think? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent?
Shit.
I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Okay. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we had a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick. Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt.
Your aunt was a bitch.
You'll find out later you won't miss her. Anyway, hey Nick, tell me why my aunt did something so horrible. And why she helped... Okay, why would she help Miss Mimi with a plan like that?
Because she wanted to kill everyone.
I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... mostly Pearl.
Yeah, blame the child.
Don't touch the child!
Pearly, 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family? My aunt? No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything has been done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that what she's saying, I thought so. Okay. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement. Cell 13. Oh, it's Morgan. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Karain, dear child.
She's in solitary confinement.
I sacrificed it all. All for you. I
Sacrificed it all for you.
I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whippy-happy prosecutor. Or whip-happy, wow.
No, she was pretty whippy happy.
It was all to unseat that annoying witless Maine family girl. That Maya Fey.
She doesn't have her porridge.
Be patient, but I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl.
Have porridge in jail.
A
But
chance
you can
will
have
present
porridge on the
itself.
stand.
Yeah.
Your time will come.
Hey man, you can have Katana on the stand.
You have Katana in jail.
No, but he didn't go to jail.
All right, the end of the
Then he wouldn't
reunion
have
and
the
turnabout.
Good. Fucking
A brand new episode has been added.
Oh, what's it called?
Turnabout Big Top.
Wait,
Is this a
Pee Wee
circus?
Herman in it?
Yes.
Did somebody say circus?
Oh God! Wait a minute. Pee Wee does have a circus, doesn't he?
No, it's JoJo's Amazing Circus, or whatever that thing's called.
Well, that's it for this.
Looks like the timer ran out. How old
Thanks for
Joker?
watching.